This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting, brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Gavin Gaddis, in for Tom Webster. Here's what you need to know for today, Wednesday, May 8th. Our first story, the golden age of podcasting is just beginning. A MarTech series guest article from Tom Webster details how, despite doom and gloom headlines, podcasting's golden age isn't winding down. Recent layoffs are more industry adjustment towards sustainability than they are signs of an impending collapse. Podcasting's core audience continues to grow. The medium offers a uniquely leaned-in audience, and they're receptive to advertising from their favorite personalities. For example, Sounds Profitable study Sound You Can See found 87% of video podcast watchers marked they liked or didn't mind host-read ads in the shows they consume, but had very negative opinions of third-party ads inserted into the content by YouTube. Next up, Acast on track to a full-year profitability in 2024. The company's Q1 earnings call, which the full link to which you can find in the show notes, posted double-digit organic growth in the first 4 months of 2024. Acast's 23% organic net sales growth is largely attributed to 48% growth in North America. Europe and other markets brought in 16% and 20% growth, respectively. CEO Ross Adams anticipates Acast is on track to have a positive EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, for 2024 overall. Up next, marketers turn optimistic about advertising budgets despite economic fears. The 6th annual marketing report from Nielsen finds 72% of 2,000 global marketers surveyed expect bigger advertising budgets this year, an increase from 64% last year. On a local scale, Australian brands are less likely to be spending big right now, as 2024 ad spend is down 6% year over year. Analysts anticipate a lift in digital channels and TV once the Paris Olympics arrive in July. Time to get family-friendly. Nickelodeon unveils all-new preschool podcast slate. This month, Nickelodeon is launching 3 new original podcasts produced by Paramount Audio and renewing an existing series. The podcasts include Dora's Recipe for Adventure, Storytime with Josh and Blue, that's Blue of Blue's Clues, Nickelodeon's Good Night Bedtime Stories, and Let's Guess Who with Josh and Blue. The new preschool-focused slate of podcasts complement Nickelodeon's stable of podcasts targeting older kids, like their Avatar: The Last Airbender companion podcast and the Audible-produced Are You Afraid of the Dark audio drama. Kids and family continues to grow as a genre, and companies like Paramount are taking notice. And finally, You Didn't See Nothin wins Pulitzer Prize. The 2024 Pulitzer Prize announcement has been posted, and the winner of the audio reporting category is the staff of Invisible Institute and USG Audio for their series You Didn't See Nothin, an investigative podcast about a Chicago hate crime from 1997. This is the 5th Pulitzer taken home by an investigative journalism podcast since the audio reporting category was introduced in 2019. As for the rest of the news, Podscribe to host a free webinar on Wednesday the 15th that aims to demystify pixel-based attribution in podcast advertising. The Good Tape has an open call for article pitches for The Celebrity Issue. Pitches are due May 31st. Signal Hill Insights' Paul Riesmandel writes on measuring the different shades of branded integration in podcasts. ARN's iHeart has announced an Australia ad sales partnership with digital sports publisher The Atlantic. And speaking of sports, Blue Wire grows its podcast network with new athlete-led shows from personalities like Cam Newton and Lou Williams. Be sure to check out all the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The Download is written and produced by Brian Barletta, myself, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis. Download us tomorrow.